irritated with myself, honestly. I'm just so irritated. And this is like the worst thing that you can do. So I'm working on the house right now, and I want to say that like every day I'm doing something to make the house better and look better and be more functional, find space where there isn't space, you know, just let my kids have an easier time of finding their stuff. Right now I'm doing a project. You can see this project, it'll probably be complete by the time this video comes out. It's going to go on the FoolyCooked channel. This is like a $6 door project, and you can see what I did. But like, today was the first day in many years that I actually felt like I'm going to have a panic attack, because the floor, and I'll show you in a little bit, in the kids' room is gone. I took out 3 drawers from the closet. I'll show you. 3 drawers underneath the closet. And you can see them right there. Those drawers are completely useless because the floor in the house was rotten, and they skipped steps. They like made it cheaper by not putting new flooring underneath the sink, underneath the cabinet, sink and cabinet, 2 cabinets in the kitchen. A mess. Well, they also saved by not putting a floor in underneath of my kid's closet. So it was completely rotten. Like, I put my finger in and like it kind of fell apart. Well, I think the cat finished it off, because when I went in there, there was like sawdust everywhere. Basically the floor is as strong as cardboard, because it had been wet previously, because we had this whole thing was like flooded, I think, just from what I've seen, and I saw some water damage on one of the walls. I believe it was flooded, and I believe that this in here was causing it when we didn't live here. So then they replaced all the floors from all the way, like all the floors, literally all the floors are new. They didn't use the best materials. The living room's really nice, but the kitchen, terrible. Like, if you spill an ice cube, the floor completely buckles. It's pretty much destroyed. It needs to be replaced. But there's fresh plywood on the floor, so we do have a good solid floor. Happy about that. But like, why? There's no floor. There's no floor. So there's just no floor. So I feel like I'm so bothered. I'm so bothered. Like, how do I fix this? It has to be fixed, and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to call a handyman in here in my house, you know. I don't want to rip the closet out because you can't walk on it. It's literally, I'll show you. So bothered by it. But this door needed fixed for a long time, and I'm going to show you on the FoolyCooked channel exactly what I did to fix this. I'm putting on, this is the second coat of this, and then I'm going to go in, I believe this is a cabinet brush. I'm going to go in and paint it with this so it can not have any streaks or lines in it in the paint. But it's like 2 steps forward, 20 steps back, you know, doing something to make it pretty, but then you have like no floor situation going on in here. I have some great ideas, some really cheap ideas, cheap fixes for it, but it wouldn't be done right. It's just it's annoying. Just, and like, I think the reason why I was like, I feel like I'm gonna have a panic attack is because like I was watching a video, and like on the side had Ellie and Jared moving into their brand new mansion. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna show you the situation. This is the closet, right? So these 3 drawers are completely unusable, and I knew there was water damage over there, and I had sprayed it and used Odoban and made sure that like it was not going to be a problem with mold and things, and it's not. We even had a guy come in and inspect. So this hole is actually, do you see that hole? This is very soft. It crumbles with your finger. This is basically sawdust and glue. This is the floor. This is the floor. Do you feel that? Do you hear that? No, you don't feel it. Down there is dirt, because all of the insulation and the plastic that was supposed to be here to make it insulated, it's very cold in here too. That has fallen down onto the ground. It's supposed to be on this board back here. It's all down on the ground. So, I mean, at least there's hurricane strips, because there it is, tying the house down so it don't float away in a hurricane. But the owner made these, and before the floor went bad, and he put, see this right here? This is still here, under here. He just put the board right on top of it, the plywood. So that's why we're about 4 inches taller than we should be on the floor in this entire house, because he's put 4 layers of floor down. So this layer right here, I have to cut all that out. And it does look like it had, oh no, those are numbers back there. I'm glad I can see that in the camera now. So that there's no mold there. I thought that might have been mold, but those are numbers. So I know I was talking about Ellie and Jared before, and it's like no slight to them that like I'm jealous and coveting their house, because I started YouTube way before they did, and I just wasn't successful. I mean, I was successful enough to go from Israel to America and to buy a house with not all the floor attached. So in ways I was successful, but I didn't ever reach like anything that was like I could take care of my mom, or like have a house with floors in it, you know. So it's not like there's like, I started going to church when I was 8. So 2 of the big things for me that I don't ever want to do is covet. I don't want to covet, and I don't want to worship false idols. Those are 2 really big things that I have tried to stay well far away from, and I believe I was very successful in not worshiping false idols. But a couple times a year, I'll see how other people are doing who do the same exact thing that I do, vlogging or whatnot, and it's like, why didn't that happen? Why didn't that happen for us? I don't know. I don't know. So, I mean, do we have sponsors? No. It's a lot of work, but that's where you get your money at when you're on YouTube. You get like 98% more money when you have sponsors. We have had maybe 2-3 sponsors I've been on YouTube for like 13 or 14 years. So yeah, it's most of the time they're like, hey, you want a product for free? And I'm like, nope. Thanks anyway. But yeah, it's very easy for like anyone who's on Instagram or YouTube to have like a $10,000 sponsor. That's like at the level that we're at now. If we had 10,000 views each, we would get $5,000 to $10,000 in sponsorships. So just like, there was a whole bunch of things that I have done every single thing wrong. I have stayed true to myself. That's great. I'm gonna die with a clean conscience. But at the same time, I didn't achieve that success. So it's no slight on Ellie and Jared. I think they're really nice people. It's just so frustrating in myself. I feel like a failure, like I could have done something more. And then like it's kind of like it's all brain work right now, because like I'm trying to improve everything. I'm trying to improve our environment, trying to improve my health, which I have greatly. As much as I possibly can. I have improved my health greatly. I'm still waiting on word to see, because from the last time I talked to the surgeon, and they denied me to even go in. They're like, no, you need weight loss surgery, even though I've lost 170 pounds. They're like, no. So after losing 20 pounds, I'm still waiting on the surgeon to see if she will even look at me so I can get surgery so I am not disabled, to take the lumps off of my knees so I can walk and do normal things. So my kids are watching a movie. So it's a bunch of things. It's all mind work. Like, when I see people who are like extremely successful and they have done the same things that I have done, vlogging, it's like, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Like, why didn't I jump into any opportunity that I could? And it's because I don't know how to do anything. Like, all I can do is edit videos. I don't even know how to do Instagram. I'm so sick of Instagram, because like, it only works on a cell phone and I don't use cell phones. And like TikTok, we can't get on TikTok because I don't know how to use a cell phone. So it's just like, and it's not like, oh, well, I'll just learn how to do it. It's like there's this huge block because I don't know how to do it, and I don't have any help to do it. Like, I'm irritated with myself, honestly. I'm just so irritated. And this is like the worst thing that you can do, is to like covet what you don't have. I hate that. I hate it. But at the same time, I would like to have a house with a floor. So what I have decided to do is, the boards that are on our fence, they were like $1 a piece. My mom's like, yeah, they're probably $1.25 a piece. So I'm going to get 10 boards, maybe, because I'll mess something up. So I'll get like 10 boards. Maybe I can make some supports. I can put some like Tyvek or whatever underneath of it to make a barrier so snakes can't crawl up in our house. I can paint the boards white. I can put them down, screw them down. I can have a solid floor, kinda. That's not really usable except for maybe putting baskets on, which is what I wanted to do anyway. I just wanted to, like, I thought maybe I could put some shelf liner down and just let them put some baskets with their Pokemon and stuff in it. But I'm highly annoyed because I'm trying so hard, and then it's just like, it just keeps me down. And it's hard for me to stay positive and happy when it's literally falling down all around me. Everything, just everything, literally everything. And it's January, and it's like the worst month for our entire life. Like, January is the worst month for YouTube. It's just, January is the worst ever. And it's like nothing good is going on right now. So I'm trying to get out of that, trying to dig myself out of the hole that my mind has put me in, that I have put myself in, my mind, and just make things better. I just want to make things look better. If I can't make them functionally stable, I just want to make it look better. I don't want a hole in my floor. I don't want raccoons and snakes up in through here in my kid's bedroom. It's freezing in here, because it's like a big huge draft for some reason. We have sidewalls on the side, so I don't know why it's so cold, but maybe later Hadar can strip all the insulation out, put new insulation in later, and, you know, staple some plastic and have it all sealed and nice and insulated. You know, these mobile homes, they're built literally out of trash and scrap, and it frustrates me so much when I actually pull something back and see how it was built, and having a mind of knowing how it should be built and seeing it frustrates me so bad. It makes me so angry that they build houses like this and it gets approved and people live in them, and then they live with no floor. That's all I wanted to say. But I have to go to probably Lowe's, Home Depot, I don't know. I'm gonna go somewhere, try to find some fencing, 6-foot boards, and some screws, some good screws, and some liner, and try to make this work so my kids can come in their bedroom and have it nice. Yesterday I was in here and I was organizing the shelves. I'll show you that. All right, so these two aren't organized, but I organized this, and Abigail's playing with a couple of them right now. So they have all their electronic little toys here, and they have this bus. Now all this stuff was from Plush Bat Fan. So they have this bus, and it comes with books and little tapes, and I organized that. I got her, she's got 2 sets here, really nice, and she plays with this like literally every day. Rafael plays with this literally every day, all of these blocks. She has a couple more little dog things here. I got these at the Dollar Tree, if you remember. The metal bookshelf thing. So I was sitting here cleaning, and I was getting stuff out that like I don't have a place for. And I was like, wait a minute, these drawers are completely useless. Let me pull them out. And then I find this underneath of it, and it's just like, come on, you know. So I'm gonna go to Home Depot or Lowe's and find the stuff that I need. And then I was like, hey, there's a guy down the road. He's actually fixing up a mobile home. This mobile home, I was like, man, that's such a waste. Because, like, they were leaving the door open. The door has been open for, like, a year and a half. It's like, man, that's such a waste that, you know, the floor's going to rot out, whatnot. The floor's probably already been rot out. Well, they're fixing it. Like, they took the entire roof off. They took the whole back wall of the house off, put new wall. And they're working on the inside. And there's a guy that's actually out there, and he's got like a trailer that he has all of his tools and materials in, and it says handyman. So it's like, well, he's done a really good job. Maybe he could just rip this kitchen out and the bathroom and the kids' room, reconfigure it so it's like has floors and is nice. I don't know. Like, I know something will happen, emergency, like we'll get a leak or something, and then we'll have to do it, but at the moment, just have to live with what we got. So I'm gonna go buy some boards, and on the way think about how I'm going to do this. I think I'll just lay it down. You know, the boards, they're pretty thin. They're not like 2x4s. They're not this thick. They're like half that size, you know, but they're rough, but it doesn't really matter because you're not going to really walk on it because it's under a closet, and it'll probably almost even out the floor there, and then we can just slide baskets in and out for the kids to put their stuff in. But yeah, I'll try to figure out how that's going to work. I think they're 6 foot tall. That closet looks to be about 6 foot long, but it's probably 8. So we'll probably have to cut 4 or 5 boards. So I'll get 10 boards, enough to mess up a couple, and enough to like use the extra for like stability supports. Yeah. Okay, I got some screws. They're not too thick, or not too long. I could use something like this. But this is $23. And it'd be very cold. Okay, I'm in the kids' room. I bought this board's broke. I'll probably end up using it anyway. I'm sick of inferior stuff, I'm telling you. Anyway, got a bunch of these. Not using this side, using this side. Look at it's broken. Yeah, I'll probably have to take this one back because this one's cracked on both sides. Anyway, I got 6 in a box for $17. That's very expensive, but look how thin it is. Now, I could have bought a sheet of like Luan plywood, but didn't know how, like what size I actually needed. And plus, these are drawers, so I only have a very limited spot to like slide these in. So I needed something that I could handle to actually put it in. And we're gonna have a cardboard floor. Yes. So I'm going to, we've already started throwing away the stuff that has come out of here. So this is literally cardboard, fiberboard. I have no good things to say right now, so I won't say anything. But we're gonna put cardboard down here. It is the size of a door. I found it on top of a stack of doors, and I said, that's perfect. So I'll get the cardboard, I'll lay it on top of there, and just fix it like everybody else fixed the floor. Shoddy and bad. But I think these are a pretty good solution. It's pretty. I'm gonna screw them down. There is framing inside of this box here, which is nice. So it will probably look nice. I'm guessing it's gonna look pretty nice when it's done. And it will be vapor proof because I'm gonna put the tie back down. So later on we'll put some insulation and maybe repair the floor. Maybe we'll get the whole house redone. Sure. But for right now, I think I paid like $44 for everything, including screws, maybe $47, something like that. So didn't want to spend that much, to be honest. I thought about going to the Dollar Tree and buying those floor mats for dogs. You know, this is like, I love my paws, and just like stapling that down on the floor and just being done with it. But that's a little too cheap, because, you know, a cat can still eat her way out of there, and I know my cat would, and a raccoon can come in, and snakes can come in through that. So I had to think real hard. I didn't want to spend a lot of money on it. But I think it's going to end up better than I could have imagined if we do it right. We've already put 2 of these boards in. Now you can see it right now. It's pretty long. I got to clean this room up still. I mean, I organized this and then found this out while I was organizing, so that was annoying. But so those are the boards, and from there to there, it goes all the way down here with like 1.5 feet of space left. So that's 8 boards. It's 8 boards all together, 4 on this side and 4 on this side if we do them long ways. And I think it's going to look pretty good. We'll just have to patch this up with the leftover boards. We have a total of 12 boards. We have 6 per box, and I bought 2 boxes, 17 something a piece. So tomorrow morning we're going to start work on it. And right now we are going to close the store up and hope that nothing gets in overnight. So you'll see this project tomorrow. I wish that I didn't. And I will see you later. Have a good night. And thank you for watching. Would you like to say goodbye?
I'm stuck in my closet.
You're stuck in the closet? Yeah. You're gonna like it after it's done, I think.
Thank you very much. I'm stuck in here. With my puppies.
Puppies and all your dollies.
All my puppies going here.
Yeah. She got all her dollies. There's the one that's in the wheelchair with a broken leg.
Hey, too.
And she's got this one. She got the... Oh, your other doll fell off of the chair, honey. She's fallen off the chair.
I put this little band on her because I thought it would look good.
Yeah. And you got a bell back there.
Yeah. The baby doll.
Uh-oh.
Puppy!
You want to say goodnight?
Good night.
Good night. I'll see you later.
See you later.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
So this is the third time he's been tested for the program.
4, 5, 6, 7.
So you're doing math too?
That leaves us with
Math
1,
3.
2, 3,
Math 3.
5.
Okay. All right.
Have to take care of our home together.